Good afternoon. All right, so I've been really sitting back trying to think of like a kit that I want to make. And you can read different books, you can research different stuff, and everybody has their own kind of style, their own kind of flair of what they expect to be in a survival kit of some kind. And yeah, I could, load my truck up, I could get a giant rucksack out here, throw everything I wanted in there, but I wanted to make it to where something that's more practical, something that I could carry around that'd be lightweight, that would be, mutually beneficial, have more than one purpose, all those kind of things. And I kind of settled on this. I have put together a little survival kit that fits condensed down in this water bottle. It's really light. You could, throw this in your truck, throw this in your pack, and it could just be in addition to what you're carrying. I think this weighs maybe 2 pounds, maybe 3 pounds. So let's crack it open and let me show you what's inside. All right, so when you're talking about like what you're going to put in your kit and everything, everybody has their own systems of making things. I have my system that I follow. Uh, there's a lot of them out there. You can, you're one Google search away from someone telling you how to build a survival kit. And so this is kind of things I use. I use S's in my mind to kind of keep me on track. But there's definitely big rocks that I want to hit, right? So the first thing I have that's all inside this is a 40-ounce canteen, right? This was a clean canteen with a K, both the clean and the K canteen. It's a 40-ounce bottle. It has a wide mouth. I think it was relatively cheap. I want to say I might have bought it at Walmart for 15 or 16 bucks. I've put it through the ringer a little bit. I got a couple dents in it. It's held up pretty well. But I wanted to see like if I could make this all inclusive kind of kit, right? And so the first thing that I have in here, I took it all out because I have it shoved in there, kind of like playing Tetris to get everything to fit right. But my first S is sharps, right here. I just have a little. It's not too small. It's just a fixed blade knife. This is an Ozark Trail from Walmart. Probably not going to be batoning a lot of stuff with this, but it's sharp knife. It fits in my hand well. It fits in this canteen, and of course, I would hope that I would have my pocket knife on me or my everyday carry with me, kind of deal. But this just having down here as a backup is awesome. The second thing I want to look at is like starters. That's my other S, like fire starters. So I have a Bic lighter wrapped in Gorilla Tape, right? You've seen these on other videos. I've made videos about using the Gorilla Tape on lighters. The pill bottle here, also wrapped in Gorilla Tape. Again, yeah, has multiple uses, right? Is for a fire starter, band-aids, patching a kid or something. If I maybe get a hole in my canteen, I could probably patch it with this Gorilla Tape or at least get me through. And here is just cotton balls with Vaseline, right? It's a great fire starter. It's simple. It's cheap. Also, it serves two purposes, right? You have that Vaseline portion you can use for chapstick on your skin if it's cold, dry weather. If your skin's cracking a little bit, that Vaseline will come in handy. That goes back to another S later on that we're going to get to about doing self aid kind of things. And then of course, as a backup, I have this is like I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right or not. This is a little piss cook. Piss cook. It's the necklace with the ferro rod and a striker on it. This inside here has some wax jute. It has some fishing line in here as well. So I went ahead and threw it in there. I wear one anyway on a daily basis. I have it right here, but I have some more at the house. So I'm going to throw this in this canteen. That way I have another fire source and more cordage that's easier to carry. I can just throw on. My next S is string. I got 20 foot of 550 cord here, so of course I could cut this, take the guts out, extend that string out, do more things with it, and that's going to help me build shelters or fish or do whatever. The next thing on my list is kind of twofold again, right? We're going to go for shelter. This is a Mylar blanket. Y'all have seen these before. It has the orange on the outside. So we're meeting that twofold piece, trying to get that signaling side of things and the shelter piece. Now I can just wrap this around me. I can make some type of hooch, some type of lean-to out of this, whatever I need to do. I got it, compressed down. It came in this Ziploc bag. Compress it down with some Gorilla Tape to make it fit my canteen better. Next thing I want to talk about now, we're just kind of getting down in here. We have a steel container, obviously for boiling water. It's 40 ounces. I'm going to be able to carry a lot of water with me if I need to get moving. Here I have some self-aid things here. I got some just basic band-aids. I got a little band-aid, got some medium ones, and then I got some big band-aids. All that kind of comes together. Of course, I still have my cotton balls and Vaseline with Gorilla Tape. That can be used for my self-aid portion as well. Uh, Here I have uh, enough snare wire for a single snare. I already got it kind of rigged up in here so I can just deploy this if I need to. Again, I have another pill bottle container. Uh, Again, I just like these because they're like semi-waterproof. You know, it's convenient. This one is, as you can tell, it's a more narrow one. I got 25 foot of fishing string. This is 12-pound test wrapped around here. And then, of course, inside here, I have some fishing stuff. And I got 5 hooks, some various sizes here, crappie hooks, maybe some a little bit bigger than the crappie hook. They already have the lead heads on them for sinkers to give me that weight to help me kind of cast it out there. And then, of course, I have some jig bodies in here too. I know I see a lot of people carrying fishing hooks and stuff like that with them, but I've added the jigs. That way, if I am in a situation where I'm fishing for food, if I already have bait on me, if I can already deploy a line in the water as opposed to spend time to go find fresh bait, I'm going to try that, right? Even maybe I'm thinking about adding some actual jigs like with the feathers and stuff on them that's more permanent on here because I could always cut that stuff off if need be and I still have a hook. So these are things I just added to my kit. All right, and the next thing, I have a simple button compass here. And I did check this. You do have to make sure that these things point north, especially some of them aren't, I guess, calibrated right, even though there's no real calibration on these things. They'll point the wrong direction. So I know this one is facing north. I throw that in there again. Now I have a sense of direction. I can maybe track where I'm going, do some self mapping, that kind of stuff. I have an additional watch. Like I wear a watch every day, but I have an additional watch to go in here. This ties back to helping me know what time it is, if I need to, start sheltering in place, that kind of deal. Of course, I can use this to help find cardinal directions, make some type of navigation device, and knowing the time is a pretty crucial piece of that. And then the last thing, I have just a basic headlamp. This does have a red light setting on it, but now I'm able to move in the dark. I'll have another signaling piece available, so I can help shine others, see things when I'm working, whatever I got to do to get through. There it was, real simple, easy kit, nothing to it. It all fits in here. Like I said, it's lightweight. I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I wanted to, see what I could put in here without it just being, just cram stuff down in there. There's probably some more room. I could get even more stuff in there, maybe add matches or whatever. Maybe if I could, put a nesting cup on the outside of this to have an additional container, right? That would probably be a good idea too. So let me know what you think. If you think I missed something, if you got a cool gizmo, whatever I need to throw in here, let me know. I'll try it out. I'll look into it. And again, thanks for watching.